This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. It is 6:21, and here's what everyone is buzzing about today. The Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and conservative groups in Pakistan have launched an unprecedented effort to justify the attack on teenager Malala Yousafzai and calm the reaction against her shooting. And Scott Kellum joins us with more as I don't fall from my chair. How are you doing?
I'm great. Yourself?
Great. So what's going on?
Basically, a 14-year-old Malala and two other girls were shot Tuesday on the school bus that they took from school. Malala, seen here in the video prior to the shooting, was shot by gunmen who came onto the bus. They asked who she was and then shot her. She was shot in the head and the neck and had to be rushed to an undisclosed place in Britain for treatment. The attack drew widespread protest of tens of thousands rallying. Yesterday, Al-Qaeda's media arm issued a 3-page communique in Pakistan's tribal areas laying out the justification for the shooting. As you know, it is rare for the Al-Qaeda to feel the need to explain any attack, suggesting that the group feels pressured by the strong backlash against Malala's shooting. The statement came on the same day the Pakistan's Taliban insurgents and Malala saying she deserved to die, and say that they spoke out against a group that praised Barack Obama. Taliban justified the attack by describing Malala as a spy of the West. The Taliban then denied that they had targeted the teen for advocating education for women and said that they would try again to kill her if she survived last week's attack.
Which is just unbelievable. So here's this 14-year-old woman who's trying to just change, I guess, the way of thinking of many girls back in her country, where they're not allowed to have any freedom. They're not allowed to have education. They're not allowed to pretty much do anything.
Correct.
And they're saying that, you know, this isn't why they're attacking her or even shooting her. It's because she's a spy of the West.
Correct. A 14-year-old girl has come over and become a spy for the West and the U.S. and Barack Obama, and that's the justification. If there is ever any justification for shooting a 14-year-old, this is where they're planting their flag. Now, why are the Taliban suddenly feeling the need to explain themselves for an attack? It is because the uprising that they're starting to see against their actions and what they're doing in Pakistan, they are starting to see this uprising of people, and this did not help their solution at all. This, in fact, infuriated the people. Therefore, now they're starting to backpedal, like we see a lot of our politicians do when they do something that not a lot of people agree with. They backpedal, and that's what they're doing right now. And I think this girl not only is very brave for what she's done, but she is becoming the person that this country needed, that this country needed to pull the women and the people that are underserved in the area together to uprise against the Taliban in general.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and since the attack of last week, many girls her age have been protesting and have been, you know, having signs with her picture saying, "I'm Malala," like they're going to follow in her footsteps, and that they're going to put their foot down and hopefully change the thinking of what they're brought up to think.
Correct.
So.
Yeah, and this is going to be huge. You know, we look at, you know, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, John F. Kennedy, all these people that have changed the way we think and the way that our country does things. And now you look at Cuba. Cuba's starting to allow people to exit Cuba. They're starting to allow more things to be sold. There are people that have come into line that have changed the ways these countries think and the way these countries act. And I think this is going to be, this 14-year-old girl is going to be one of the many people that begin a revolution in this area.
All right. Well, we did post this on our KTVO Facebook page, and one person did comment. And Jason Rulo writes, "The Taliban and their sympathizers need to be exterminated. Islam is nothing but a religion of war." So if you have anything to say about this article, we posted it on our Facebook page, and join the conversation. And we'll be right back.